Hey everyone, how are you doing? How are we doing? Hope you're doing well. Today's the 25th of August. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes day by day. Thanks for being here. We got 18. Dark Trooper Pretty. What does that put us at? I wonder on this account. What does that put us at? Dark Trooper Pretty wise. That puts us at, I don't know. Let's find out real quick. Not that we're going to be working on them anytime soon. I'm just curious where we're at. All right, 29 of 85. That's not terrible. Could be better, could be worse. Just like a lot of other stuff, it is what it is. If I didn't say it, welcome in. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you for being here. Hope everyone is doing well. Today's Monday, by the way. So you're probably going to see this Saturday. Mentioned in the earlier show that my kids start school on Wednesday, and they're coming from a school where a preschool where there was barely any structure. I mean, there was structure, but it was very loose. And they're going to be going to a school where there's a lot of structure, and quite frankly, there's going to be a lot of expectations. Look at this, by the way. Look at this. We finished this piece, and everybody needs the same piece. But we're going to use it for Scout, so we get Scout done. So that's Scout Trooper done. By the way, I want to, before I forget, because I've already kind of forgotten, thanks so much for everybody who said, hey, you need to have Captain Rex, really good. Modded Zetas, really good. Question about Captain Rex. Does that mean I need both of these? Because of course we didn't get, but we usually get, what is it, Lost Commander? No, we do have the Zeta. We do have the Zeta on Lost Commander. Do I need the one for Master Marksman for Leia? I'm guessing not, because it says it just reduces cooldowns for Troopers and Phoenix. So unless somebody tells me otherwise, we're just going to go with what we got. I did already pick up one Zeta for R2, and that was combat analysis, because it says, while R2-D2 is active, whenever a light side ally scores a critical hit, dispel all buffs on them. So that's big time. Number crunch, I didn't know about. At the start of a battle, and when R2-D2 is revived, and other droid, Galactic Republic, Rebels, or Resistance allies gain 2% of R2-D2's max protection, offense, health, potency, and until R2-D2 is defeated. So I will be picking that up. I just didn't think that it sounded great, but I guess if we need it, we need it. So that's going to be the next one we get. And then, they said Drogon for the Leia team, of course. We're not worried about Nitro because he's Remnant. We're not worried about Bush because she's Hut Cartel. And so we'll just see what we got to do. We still got to finish Drogon and Bush, so we still got a little bit to go. And then after we get all of these guys into relics, and we start just working on getting signal data and all the other stuff, that's when we're really going to start pushing in and using our refreshes for mods. And of course, we will have somebody up here. We will bring somebody up, and let's, because I said we were going to, after we finished all of these guys, we were going to work on relics for these. Well, that makes sense. But who are we going to work on just to get us, somebody to have here? And I don't know that I need geos, but I kind of just feel like putting a geo there. But obviously we could put any one of these characters here. Let's do Jimmy. Right. Well, do we want to do Jimmy? Jimmy's a good person, right? But where is it? Is he not here? Not sure what it is. What is hold on. Can we do a search? Where's the search thing? Because I need to, I'm not sure where he is. I'm not sure what he is. So how do I search on here for, oh, he's just a light side Jedi. Okay. Well, maybe let's do Hermit Yoda. I mean, we did finish him. And we do need him. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of getting him as high as we can. And he's 7 stars. And then I'm just going to have him for like the Gear 12 placeholder for just so we can acquire, oh my gosh. That's 11. Just so we can have him here too. And he needs different kairos. What the? Okay, well. He needs the other kairos. Well, so that's, you know. Jimmy needs a kairos. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I wanted somebody so we could get shock prods because we know we're going to need about 1 billion shock prods. And so since both him and Jimmy don't take the shock prods, other than there's no use to having them up there, right? At least that's my feeling. So we need to find somebody who's going to want shock prods. We'll just put GBA up there. Why not? Right. Well, I mean, yeah, Jimmy's. I mean, we will need whatever. We could do that. We could do the Mandalore requirements. We really could do anybody. But actually, let me see this real quick. Oh, I'm not finished with Cal. No, let's just stick with GBA because I don't want to get inside my head too much. Because if I do that, we're going to lose everything. Not that we haven't already, but you know. So we got GBA here, and the only thing he's here to do is to help us get kairos. We're just going to have him as a kairo. I don't even know what you want to call it. But a guy who just is there to get kairos. Hopefully we won't end up taking him into the relics. He's just there to be our I don't know. I really don't know. We got this guy, so I need more of these, of course. Well, no, let's do... Wait a minute, hold on. Since they're here, we'll do this. Because this doesn't cost anything, just costs this. And then we'll come up back over to... Geobroad. Since he's here, we'll just be like, hey... Kairos. Because all he's here to do is get more Kairos and get these lovelies. Because we need a crap ton of them. Crap ton of them. But I'm super excited about having these characters where they are. We need so many. Yeah, when we get to where we're mods, it's gonna be all mods all the time. And in fact, I'm doing a little bit of store up, and I'm like, we need, because I feel like we're gonna need in the neighborhood of 10,000 of these things. I don't know if that's accurate, but people are like good mods, and that, to me, that means you're going to be working on mods for a little while, which, okay. It is Leia, so, you know. But I'm really happy that we're going to end up going with Leia as the first GL on this account. And if you remember back to, it was like some point in the hundreds when I was like, it was like after day 100, I can't remember when it was, where we decided, hey, we're going to go for Leia. And I kind of did this meandering journey, if you remember, where I'm like, hey, we're going to go to Leia, but I want to pick up assault battle teams and conquest teams and have them in place along the way so that we can get the additional rewards from those. And we have, you know, we're able to do pretty well, you know, and all the ones except for the one with Inquisitors, just because we don't have Inquisitors. But if you saw what I did yesterday, and I need to make them better, you know, you saw that I think I showed you that I put that Zeta on R2, but we also went and put however many Zetas on the Tuscans. Why? Just something to do, you know, something to do. I wanted to make the Tuscans. I bought the Tuscans on this account, and I wanted to make sure I wanted to make sure. And the reason I bought them is because I actually wanted to use them. And so I was like, hey, we're sitting on some Zetas, and I don't think I need all of these for Leia, so let's go put them on Tuscan. So that's what we did. And I'm okay with that. And we're gonna, you know, when we get to Zetas, I feel like we're gonna be in Zetas for like a long time, but we're not there yet. We're not even, you know, we're starting to get towards the point where we're kind of, Zetas are definitely in my head, of course, because Zetas make the game go round, and I'm fine with that. But just not really a fan of having to hoard all the Zetas all the time. I mean, what am I saying? Mods. I'm not talking about Zetas. I'm talking about mods. Sorry about that. But I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to going through and getting these Zetas and putting them on these characters. And, you know, definitely looking for the challenge of getting a Leia. And I know it's going to be a challenge. And, you know, and I don't know because I've never done the event before, so it's going to be a lot of trial and error. It's going to be a lot of, okay, what do we do? What do we do? I'm sort of in that place. If you saw my Hyperlight update where I'm like, hey, we're doing gas, and I'm like, hey, we need better mods for gas, and just to get gas, not even for gas, just to get him unlocked. And so that's where we are on that account. If you've missed it, which, you know, It's fine. But, you know, at some point, so I'm going to reset what we're doing just in case you missed it. We're finishing Droga and Bush. And then once we do that, all of our energy that we're spending on Drogon and Bush, because we're almost at the point where we pretty much don't need anything. So pretty much all of the stuff is going into GBA, and all of that is going to become. What we're going to do is just keep rolling in the Kairos. That's all we're going to do for the material that we need, or if that, not that, we'll do the stuff we need for, you know, the tier 1 and 3 stuff for the carbonite circuit boards and the whatever the 3 is. And fleet energy will be something we'll have to figure out. And I think, well, no, let's try to address that real quick. Do I have... What is she? Is she a scoundrel? I think she's a scoundrel. No, she's definitely a pirate. We know that. So where's Nest? Nest is going to be the one that we're going to spend. Well, I mean, we're not going to spend a lot of it, but we, you know, we're not there yet. So, but it'll probably be Nest where we go for just acquiring energy, and also we need Nest for the raid. So, you know, that's where some of our that's where our fleet energy gonna go, and then we're really gonna focus in on mod energy, getting mod energy, and then maybe if we need it, Cantina energy. But I think we're gonna end up doing fairly well. I mean, not great, yeah, not great at all. I mean, so it's not gonna be an easy road to hoe. It's gonna take, you know, even though we have people done. Even though we're going to have people done, as far as getting them in the relics, getting them to, you know, there's 6 of them, we have to bring to relic 7, and then we have to mod the crap out of them, and then that'll be where we are. But it's fun. I'm looking forward to it, because it'll be the first real challenge that I've embraced for this account, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go and set up my stuff for whatever this is, TW. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, as always, God bless, hold the line, and remember that I have friends everywhere. Bye.